welcome back to another This Week in WWE with the TheJaseDawg. That's right. So guys, we're up to episode number 46. So what happened on This Week in Wrestling? Well, if you haven't checked it out already and you want to check it out on the WWE Network, head on over and check it out. But if not guys, and you're just here to support the Dog Squad and you're a fellow Dog Squad member, thumbs up to you guys. Make sure you smash that like button if you do like these type of This Week in WWEs with the TheJaseDawg. And that if you're not already a part of the Dog Squad, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it's one hell of a group and you want to be a part of it. So guys, we started with Raw and we had Seth Rollins versus the returning Big Show. Now Big Show has lost a lot of weight, he's improved a lot. Now I wasn't really 100% sure if he was good or bad in this situation, but what ended up happening was Kevin, of course, was at ringside. And of course Kevin was bossing the Big Show around. Big Show didn't like it, so he chokeslammed Kevin in the ring and then walked off and got counted out, so Seth got the win, and then Seth hit a pedigree, and that was all she wrote. We had Jack Gallagher versus Daivari. Now this was a rematch from their match on 205 Live, and of course Jack Gallagher got the win, so that was his Raw debut, and it was a pretty damn good debut if you ask me. However, after the match, he wanted to shake Daivari's hand in like respect, and then Daivari ended up attacking his knee and pretty much just purposely was taking out the knee and hurting Jack Gallagher. We then had Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Now this match was a pretty good match, however, of course, Owens got the win and moves on with more momentum than ever. Then had Roman Reigns versus Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. Now Jericho wanted to do it on his own, however, Reigns was about to kind of win the match in a way, but then Owens came to super kick on Reigns, and then Jericho distracted from, Chris got a little bit distracted from Owens, and then he told him to get lost, I don't need your help, and then he turned around, almost got speared, jumped over, and then got hit with a spear again anyway, so he lost the match, and Reigns retains and goes on to Roadblock with all the momentum he needs. And then we find out that at Roadblock, end of the line, we will have a 30-minute Iron Woman match. It is Sasha Banks defending her WWE Raw Women's Championship against Charlotte. And then into SmackDown, we started off with AJ out in the ring. He's pretty much on the injured list just for a week. A little bit of sore ankle. Ellsworth came out demanding his championship match that he, on his contract deserves. And of course, AJ was like, well, you don't have to worry about me because I can't compete tonight. I'm not medically cleared. However, Dean probably would most likely want to beat the shit out of you. And then Dean came out and he had a huge dirty deeds on Ellsworth and laid him out and just walked off. Then had Heath and Rhino cashing in their rematch for the WWE Tag Team SmackDown Championships against the Wyatt families, Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. So this match was pretty good, however, towards the end, this finisher that Bray and Randy hit was hella awesome, guys. So Bray had Heath in the Sister Abigail position, and then instead of dropping him back, he just throws him back into an RKO. Heath lost the match. We have still retaining tag team champs in the Wyatts. And then on Talking Smack later on, Rhino and Heath had a little bit of a talk, like, they were arguing on Talking Smack, and Rhino walks off. So is that the end of Heath and Rhino? Is that the end of Beauty and the Man Beast? We don't know yet, but it could be. It could be the splitting of that team. And then in the main event of SmackDown, we had Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship match. Now this match was made just to kind of replace the world title match that they were meant to have earlier, but AJ, injured for the night, or for the week. So this match was pretty cool. However, Maurice got involved. So what happened was Ellsworth decided to come out and he's like, to the ref, he's like, Maurice got involved. And then as Dean rolled up The Miz and had The Miz won, Ellsworth jumped up on their apron and the ref got distracted. So what happened is, Dean won the match, but the ref wasn't looking. So Dean got up and he was pissed off, and then out of nowhere he gets hit with a skull-crushing finale and loses the match because of Ellsworth. So you can only speculate that Dean is pissed with Ellsworth 10 times more now. Into 205 Live, we had Noam Dar versus Cedric Alexander. I'm pretty sure it was both their debuts on 205 Live. This was a hella awesome match. There was some really awesome shots. However, in the end, Noam Dar won the match. Of course he would. I was rooting for him more than anything. And after the match, he dedicated the match to Cedric's girlfriend, Alicia Fox. And Cedric wasn't too pleased about that, and of course you could assume that Alicia Fox would not be pleased either. And then we had Brian Kendrick cashing in his rematch for the Cruiserweight Championship against Rich Swann in the main event of 205 Live. Awesome match. TJ Perkins was at ringside on the commentary table, and of course him and Austin Aries were having heated words towards each other. But throughout the match, it was a pretty good match, and then it looked like Rich was going to lose multiple times with the Captain's Hook locked from Kendrick. So what ended up happening is they went outside the ring, and then they were kind of fighting each other, and then Swann froze Kendrick into TJ. TJ gets up, and they're looking really pissed off at each other. Then Kendrick rolls back in the ring, gets hit with Swann's finisher, and then, or the Swan song, and then Swann retains the championship. Then after he walks off, then Swann walks off, and as he walks off, Kendrick rolls out, and then him and TJ start fighting. So they're fighting outside the ring, and then Brian starts stomping the shit out of TJ. Swann comes back down to help out, and then as him and Kendrick are, you know, beating each other up, TJ comes with a kind of like a super kick, and of course Kendrick ducks it, and Swann gets hit right in the face, and then Kendrick throws TJ into the wall and lays him out and stands victorious over both. Then on NXT we had Sanity versus No Way Jose and Rich Swann in a tag team match. Now, of course, Sanity came out, but they were missing a member. So Sawyer Fulton was not there, and they had his jacket, and then Eric threw it on the ground, spat on it, stomped on it, and then threw it out of the ring. So did they kick Sawyer Fulton out of Sanity? Or is he injured, or what the hell's going on there? I have no idea. I would like to know. However, the match was pretty cool. They were going at it, and then out of nowhere, some big guy pushes No Way Jose into the ring post, and then walks off, like kind of walks back, and his name's Damo, Big Damo, and of course, Wolf then throws No Way Jose in, Eric gets the win, and then for some reason the Damo dude grabs the jacket that belongs to Sawyer Fulton, looks at it, and throws it at the ground. So maybe he wants to be a part of Sanity, maybe he's the reason why Sawyer isn't there, maybe someone took Sawyer out, and Eric was pissed off that Sawyer got taken out. Whether or not he's been kicked from the group, or they kicked him from the group, or he's injured, or someone attacked him and he couldn't make it that night, I have no idea. I'm very interested in finding out what the hell's going on. And also when they were going backstage, the backstage interviewer tried to stop Eric and Wolf to ask them what's going on. They just walked straight past her. Then Nikki walked past, but then she stopped and she turned, and right on top of her bin was the NXT Women's Championship, and she was looking at it, and she was looking at it like she wanted that title. And then Asuka grabs it, and she was showing interest in Nikki Cross. So it's interesting to see if these two battle it out soon, because I have predicted that it's either going to be Nikki Cross or Amber Moon that take the title from Asuka. And then we had a previously recorded match from NXT Osaka, Japan, where Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. Now that was a hella awesome match. It was insane. And of course, Shinsuke walks out as a two-time NXT champion. So Shinsuke Nakamura won the match. It's awesome. King of Strong Style is back in charge. So guys, if you did like what happened this week in WWE, make sure you hit that like button hard, guys, but not too fucking hard. Don't break your computers. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the links are in the description down below. Guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button to join the Dog Squad and spread the word of the JaseDawg to everybody you know. And guys, definitely check out the previous This Week in WWE and the most recent WWE 2K17 My Career Mode of the JaseDawg. Their links are in the description down below. Also guys, as always, stay awesome. The JaseDawg is out of here. See you.